Good people, I am back with another reaction video. But before I start, please check out our new gaming channel. The link is in the description below. I live game stream Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So if you get a chance, come by, say hello. I greatly appreciate it. Again, the link is in the description below. Today, we're gonna be reacting to the top 10 most epic anime fights of 2021. I've been into a lot of anime over the past year. A little bit of action, a little bit of isekai. I've been all over the place, but I always enjoy a good fight scene from a good anime. So let's just check out these top 10 anime and see maybe I can find something new to watch.
We're looking towards the last month of 2021, and it's time for a look at the year in retrospect. So for today's video, we're going to be looking at the top anime fights this year. As always, 2021 came with an assortment of fights that wowed us and dazzled us all, either through hype or just insane animation and editing techniques. I'll be counting down on what I think are the 10 best anime fights for 2021 so far. I've made several videos on this throughout the year, so let's see who's making the cut now.
Oh, they don't have it all? Dragon Quest. Never seen
Dai vs. Baran is what I'd call an underrated gem, kind of like the show where it came from. It truly harkens back to the days of old with shonen battles and all those battle auras and a lot of shouting. It does give the whole 90s feel with a lot of polish made for the modern era, and I enjoyed the fight because it really unlocks some memories of my childhood, much like the modern Dragon Ball anime too. The pacing of the battle's great, and the voice acting really puts this one over the hump. Not a lot of people I know have been watching the Dragon Quest anime, but I think it's a worthwhile journey with a lot of fights like this. Will the Dragon Quest anime be something that fits the bill for a good shonen watch? Well, try it out and see if you like it. At least now you know that somewhere in there is a banger of a fight. Next, we have Toru versus Elma on the list.
I haven't seen this either.
Seriously, did anyone expect this? Out of Dragon Maid of all things. KyoAni is not exactly the studio well known for hype-inducing fights filled with intensity and special effects. Dragon Maid's an anime that's a comedic slice of life that's more known for both its wholesomeness and fan-servicey elements. Then we get one of the most unexpected yet insane fights I've seen this year. I mean, really, just look at this battle. It's got some animation techniques and effects that will put a lot of modern anime fights to shame. I also loved how the two of them went at each other with such intensity. You'd expect something like this out of some well-produced action shows and not a slice of life where the dragons spend most of the time being adorable. Just a fair warning that as cute as these dragons look, they're all virtually weapons of mass destruction. A clash between two of them wouldn't be pretty, and this fight is proof of that.
Oh, wow.
We proceed with Asta and Yami versus
Now, I've heard of Black Clover. I've never watched it.
It's such a joy watching Black Clover's journey. In a way, it kind of reflects a shonen protagonist's growth, doesn't it? Starting off the black sheep of the bunch, but slowly and surely earning our love and admiration for the plot that became more and more engaging. Oh, and of course there's the fighting as well. Lots of cool fights, and in this final arc of the anime, we have this banger. I've always loved Yami as a character, and he just oozes coolness with whatever he does, and this fight definitely showcases that. But even the most badass mentor has that plucky hero to guide. With how Yami carried the first part of the fight before Asta comes in with the finish, it just shows that great mentor-student relationship that I've come to enjoy in these shonen shows. The two have a cool dynamic, and I loved seeing it all the way to the last arc. If you've put off watching Black Clover then, maybe this would be a fight to get you back into it. It's definitely worth the journey.
I had to put on Black Clover. Wow. That boy in hell.
Camilla vs. Isaac makes its way to the list.
Castlevania. I think I've seen it. Yeah, I think I've seen it.
I've talked lots of good stuff about Castlevania, and even though looking at what we've already had this year, this fight does still hold up. In the bigger picture of things, this is one of the better fight choreographies in the battles that I've featured so far. It may not be too high budget or as fluid as some of the big titans of the anime battles go, but the pacing is on point. Back in my previous video that featured this encounter, I said that I placed it high because of its role in showing off character development. I still stand by that now, and I'd say that a good fight should also exhibit character. There are some haphazardly written fights, but you can really feel the personalities and the development shine with how the combatants battled in this one. It's understandable that people sleep on Castlevania, but it's a pretty good anime. Well, the latter is in a technical sense.
Right, I mean, I wouldn't say it wasn't the best, but it's good. It's a good show. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it. haven't seen this
Oh
either.
boy, one of my favorite fights to talk about. I think that when the dust settled, 2021 will have Vivi as one of my main landmarks in the world of anime.
is this?
Sure, it's not going to be the most talked about show, nor would it likely be the first thing that people think of when you say 2021 several years down the line. Still, among new anime that started airing this year, anime watchers would likely look back with nostalgic eyes towards this sci-fi hit. For me, the main attraction of the series isn't even in the
What is
fighting,
this?
which makes this fight even more amazing if you look at the context. Vivi's a show that doesn't primarily sell itself on fights, but for the animators to go all out and give us this amazing encounter is really something. There's a lot of combat insanity in Vivi, but this one just takes the cake. This is the one that got me very, very hyped and chock full of adrenaline when watching. The best part about including this
Hey, what
entry,
is that dude?
we'll have more insanity like this after the break. If you've been enjoying this video so far, perhaps those like and subscribe buttons up there are just
Well,
looking
anime,
a little bit more
you just do
attractive, right?
anything anime,
Yeah, I'm
man,
encouraging
you
you
can
to
see.
subscribe and hit the bell button so that you can get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for listening to this short intermission. Now let's get back to the show.
Hey, arm just exploded.
At the time of this writing, Taito of Destiny still has quite a long run to go, so why don't we look at the first episode fight? After all, first impressions are
This is
ever
the
so
first
important,
episode,
aren't they?
okay.
Entering a season, I know that many people didn't have high expectations from Taito of Destiny. It's part of a game promotion first. Secondly, people have brushed it off as waifu bait since that's pretty much the name of the game now with mobile games, waifu gacha collecting. But this fight really blew me away, honestly. Then again, what else did I expect? It's Madhouse and Mappa, and if they want to sell a video game, they better do a damn good job with the anime adaptation. And a good job they did with this astounding display of effects, goosebump-inducing transformation sequences, and display of fireworks and sheer destruction. First impressions are very important, and let's just say that Taito of Destiny impressed me so much in the first episode for me to have this fight as one of the best in 2021.
You know what? Up with his arm. Visuals, right?
Following that is Naruto versus Ishiki. The
They
Baryon
always-
mode fight, as I like to call it. It's a fight that got all the Naruto fans involved back into the thick of things and quite a bittersweet swan song. Perfect combination for a fight which serves as Naruto's final blaze of glory. The whole fight kept me on the edge of my seat due to how impactful each attack seemed. The production for this scene is top notch, as it should be for such an important moment. Ishiki has more than proven himself in battle before, so seeing Naruto start to get the advantage on him was such a cathartic moment. Like a lot of modes in anime, Baryon mode does have a drastic drawback, and it set the stage for what I feel like is one of the most emotional scenes in Boruto. Yes, one of the most emotional moments in Boruto involves Naruto and Kurama. It's an emotional farewell for Kurama that follows an eye-popping display of shonen powers. No wonder many people have been so excited to see this fight animated.
Gintama, the final, okay. I don't think I've seen this either.
Gintama, the final, capped off a long whirlwind of a ride, putting a fitting end to one of the best shonen franchises there is for me. It's especially hard on an emotional level. It's a whole culmination of a long journey, and Utsuro serves as the perfect final antagonist. Overall, this fight had a lot of impact on me. I won't outright put it up as one of those fights that will change how you see anime forever or anything outrageous like that, but it's a damn good fight that will live on in history as a solid finale to Gintama.
There's a lot of blood. The visuals, man. I just wish I could design like that. It's gonna take me years to do so. And here we go.
I'd say that Mappa really put themselves on the map these past few years, didn't they? First
season
taking
2
over
of
the
Jujutsu
production
Kaisen
of
coming
Attack
out
on Titan,
soon?
then being the ones behind Jujutsu Kaisen's awesome battle scenes. Jujutsu Kaisen has a lot of noteworthy battles, but this one by far is my favorite. Team fights are good if you can see the chemistry and the synergy between the fighters, and with how Yuji and Todo fought together, you can really see their dynamic in full display. It's a mentor-disciple type battle, not too unlike the Yami and Asta one a while ago, but with the full benefit of Mappa's breathtaking animation. And while Gojo didn't participate much until the closing moments, that Halo Purple was still super amazing. Truly wowed the whole fan base then, and it is something for us to remember. No one's sleeping on Jujutsu Kaisen anytime soon, and it's easy to see why.
Oh yeah, Gringo Cooper, like
Did I cheat on this one?
This was a
Well,
pretty
it
good
got
fight.
recapped anyway in the 2021
check our
Demon Slayer
video
anime,
list
so
out. We
we're going to
did
count
a
it anyway.
reaction
I mean,
to
it's
it.
just the most
Even
hyped
though I
fight
have
in the
to- I
mainstream,
had
coming
to
into as
edit it
far back as
somewhat. May not be the
2020 when
best
Demon
editing,
Slayer's
but
movie got announced. And when it
we've,
finally did hit
reacted to
theaters,
this fight
it
scene.
proved that the hype was worth it. That's pretty much a staple with UFO table fights. I mean, unlimited budget works and all due to
Let me know if y'all seen
reasons.
season 2 of
Whichever
Demon
method
Slayer.
you choose to enjoy the
Put that in
fight,
the
though,
comment
you'll just
section,
be
'cause I
amazed by how
have.
Rengoku and Akaza's
I've already
techniques are
watched it. I
put
should
on
react to
display.
it,
I expect a
sorry.
lot out of the person with the title of Fire Pillar, and you do have to see him fight to truly
Yeah,
experience
the
what
eyes,
his powers
man,
are
the way
like.
they
What makes this
designed
fight a
these
winner
guys'
is the
eyes,
emotional
man.
weight it carried. I know you
Just
guys
the
would have
eyes
probably
and
gotten
anime
tired of people
characters, man.
flooding the
It's
airwaves while
beautiful.
hyping up Demon Slayer fights and UFO table animation.
Look at his
But when you
eyes.
look at it,
It's
this
just a
fight's more
great,
than just
cool
flashy effects and
design.
animation. The emotional aspect of this fight is also an
Trying to cut his
extremely
head off, man.
underappreciated
That
part
man
of it,
ripped
and I think that this makes this one even better than the famed Rui fight.
Man, still got blade in his neck.
So, in addition to
And the
showing
blade
you some of
even
the
looks
most
cool,
amazing
you know?
masterpieces the anime world has given us this year, I hope that I've introduced you to some anime that you
You
were on the
did,
fence
man.
with picking
I
up. There's a lot of
appreciate that.
spectacular
Yeah, those were good fights, man. Like I said, that first, the very first, the Demon Slayer one. Y'all check out our video list. We did react to that. It's a very good fight. But he did have a few others in it I need to check out. The VV, the guy that just arm just burst. I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna have to check that list out. But anyway, you guys let me know what y'all thought about the top 10 epic anime fights in the comment section below of 2021 in the comment section below. And if it's your first time visiting us, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this wonderful, wonderful channel out to the world. Guys, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, peace.